Hello there, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and excited to have each and every one of you here with me in this collective space today. So thank you, everyone. Now, let's go ahead and call in spirit. And we're going to get right into your reading here. So this reading is arriving in divine timing for you. So regardless of when this reading was made public on my YouTube channel, whenever you're showing up here today, this is when you're meant to receive this message. Now, I went into morning meditation and I asked spirit guides what I need to share with you. And as I sat down to select the card decks, they wanted me to bring you a message that we all hear together. So I do feel there's something that is being revealed to you, something that you are looking for guidance around. And perhaps today, as you're watching this reading, you are looking for answers, or you're looking for a tarot reading that might resonate with what you're experiencing. So I trust that you are here to receive this message in the way that you're meant to hear it today. So first things first, we're going to start with a shadow card. I do feel that Spirit is revealing some shadow energy to you. So we're starting here with wasteful shadow. This is the first one. So are you experiencing a wasteful shadow around you, maybe even within you? So the message or keywords here are uses and disposes of things carelessly, ungrateful, take for granted, and wastes resources. Are you seeing this shadow anywhere in your life? So the message here is underneath your routine life is hidden treasure trove of countless blessings. Blessings yet to be realized. So once again, underneath your routine life is a hidden treasure trove of countless blessings. So blessings yet to be realized. So look at that. Within that wasteful energy is this beautiful, abundant energy waiting to be discovered. Okay, and garbage bags are coming up as a sign for some of you because it's in this image. Okay, so perhaps you are messing around with a garbage bag in your life somewhere, or you are just replacing one in your garbage can. Let's pull another shadow here, instigator shadow. So look at this. Any of you experiencing a instigator shadow? So the keywords here are stir up trouble and create conflict. Calculating, pushes buttons, and provoker. This is the energy of the instigator shadow. So if you act in a way that is positive and minimal drama, you attract the same kind of positive situations and people. So once again, if you act in a way that is positive and minimal drama, you attract the same kind of positive situations and people. Okay, so they're bringing these shadows into your awareness so that way when you know about the shadow, you're able to work with it. Your third shadow here is egotistical shadow, and peacocks are coming up as spirit animal guides here for you. So I feel peacocks are definitely going to show up for some of you, and they're bringing in this message about a shadow. So egotistical shadow, excessive self-focus, shallow traits or hobbies, inconsistent, arrogant, or narcissistic. Do you see this shadow anywhere in your life? Ego only becomes a problem when you allow it to grow into arrogance. Don't lose track of your ego. So once again, ego only becomes a problem when you allow it to grow into arrogance. Don't lose track of your ego. Okay, don't allow your ego to override who you are. Okay, so those are the three shadows here. The garbage bag, though, I don't know if any of you, when you were younger, myself and my siblings used to do this. In the winter, when it snowed, we would tear garbage bags, like 3 holes, 1 for the head and 2 for the arms. And then we would run down hills and slide down them, wrapped in a garbage bag. So that's what that card was reminding me of, because she's wrapped in a garbage bag. So what I'm going to do now is pull a blocked energy that you're meant to be aware of and work on as well. Okay, so we are getting here black magic, the energy of black magic. So some of you might be resonating with the images of these cards. So negative energies are hindering your growth and success. Do you feel that someone has cast a spell or done some sort of black magic on you? I feel that this energy is only real if we give it power to be real. So once again, negative energies are hindering your growth and success. They want you to cleanse yourself. Those of you that are watching today, if this is what you're feeling, cleanse yourself. Defend yourself against spiritual attacks and remove harmful curses or any other form of black magic, while also cleansing and protecting yourself from further attacks. And what I usually do is I will sage my home. And I will imagine protective angels. Like, I will actually visualize archangels standing around my energetic space. They're there always, right? So this is how I protect myself. There's many ways that you can protect yourself from these kinds of energies. The best way is not to feed into the energy, not to believe that there is some sort of spell or black magic cast on you. I don't believe in these kinds of things. I don't give it power. I've known people that do black magic, and you know, I have been told that someone's cast spells on me, but I don't believe in them, so they don't affect me, right? So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So Spirit is letting you know that black magic is not blocking you. That energy is clear. So again, it's something that is a seed in your mind, perhaps, that you need to pluck out. Okay, so let's pull some cards and see what else is coming through. So we are getting here 8 of Swords. Look at this. This is an intense and powerful energy coming through. This is a card's energy that came through my last collective reading as well. So some of you, especially if you watch that reading, this energy is still in your life. You're still going through this fire blazing, this breaking free, stepping into your power. And yes, it's an intense process. Right? It is going to be an intense process, but I feel it is necessary. This is you claiming and taking your power back. So 8 of Swords to start. And let's shuffle a little bit more here and see what else is coming in. We have the High Priestess. So this is your intuition. This is your connection to your soul, to a higher power, to spirit guides. There's a lot that you understand that most people don't. A lot that you see, a lot that you sense. You have this higher sense of, you know, you have psychic abilities. I don't even know how to explain this. It's almost like you're somebody that is very tuned in, spiritually tuned in. So you're able to pick up on the signs. You're able to pick up on messages a spirit is sending you. You might be clairvoyant as well. So these could be many different kinds of spiritual gifts. Right? These are actually starting to expand and strengthen. You're going to feel more of this. It might feel intense. So this is all about managing these feelings and senses that we have, especially if they're overwhelming. It's learning how to work with them. Okay, so the High Priestess is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it tends to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. So look at that, the turn of the wheel. All right, so I'm getting the TV series Wheel of Fortune coming in here. So I don't know if any of you have been recently watching it, or it was something that you used to watch. I used to watch that show all the time, and my sister was actually on the show. She was actually up there and got to turn the wheel. So that's something that is really interesting that's coming in. Maybe you have too. So what's happening here is there's a season in your life that is changing, and I feel that it's tied to this year, that is connected to another timeline. Of course, it's this year, we're in this year, but there's another year that is in the same energy as the year you were in previously. This is really interesting because you're connecting something here for you. We're going to get into this. I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And you know what? I love it when you share with me in the comment section below how these cards' energies are showing up for you. So the Wheel of Fortune here has, we've got a deer, or this is a kangaroo, sorry, and a little monkey. We've got a snowflake, we got some leaves, we got a flower here. I want you to pay attention to some of the symbolism here in the cards, because you might be seeing some of this in your own life, in your own reality. Now, I feel that there's some sort of new energy that is birthing itself into your reality. This is what I'm picking up on, an energetic shift, some sort of a cycle that is turning, and there's an old energy that is burning away. This burning has to happen. And I feel some of you have been in this burning process for a little while, but there's something that is going to regenerate, something that is going to rise from the ashes here. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. So what I'm seeing here is there's, you know, a curse, a block, something that might be limiting you that feels like a black magic energy that is burning away. This is what's happening here. And this black magic energy might show up as a shadow that we just pulled here. It might be an egotistical shadow. It might be the instigator shadow, the wasteful shadow, or a different shadow. Right? So they're shadows, they're surfacing, they're being drawn out. I really feel that this full moon that's coming up here on May the 12th, it's in the sign of Scorpio, is really going deep and pulling things out that we have tucked away. Okay, so this is what's going on here. And it does feel like a curse is being lifted, like a heavy energy is being lifted off of us. And I feel that some of you are also becoming aware of the things in your life that have been holding you back that were actually not true for you. They were true for someone else or something else, but they weren't true for you. So there's these walls that are falling. It feels like a tower moment. It really does. But this is you who is saving yourself from that tower. There is no knight in shining armor. You are your own knight in shining armor. You are meant to break free. You are meant to burn down the stories, the beliefs, the things that stood in front of you, holding you back from becoming who you're meant to be, to experience what it is that you're desiring to experience. Now is the time for this to happen. This year, 2025, I feel for a lot of us has us going through experiences that have been extremely tough, extremely challenging. I've even felt this in my own life. I've gone through something I've never gone through in my life. I'm still going through it. And, you know, you think like we're in the year number 9. It's a year of completions. It's a year of energies burning away. There's something regenerating. So if you were to imagine yourself 9 years ago, I feel this energy is going back to 9 years ago for us, some of us. Where were you in your life? What kind of life experience were you having at that time? Because this energy that is here now is similar to that one. And maybe you directly weren't experiencing this energy of the 8 of Swords. Maybe it was someone else in your life. Maybe you're experiencing it this year, or a friend is experiencing this year, not you. The energy is there. We are seeing the intensity of the Ace of Swords this year, especially at the beginning. And what I feel is happening is this is a breaking free of, I'm getting conformity, right? I don't know if you had to mesh and mold into something that you're not because of society, because of a community, because of your family, because of your workspace, whatever this is. I'm feeling you breaking away the chains and finally standing up for what is truthful for you, what is what you believe in, right? And I feel this is also changing for some of you. As things are falling away, as things are burning away, there's this new energy that you are feeling within yourself. Like this is something different. I feel you've been feeling this, and I feel it's because you're going through the situations that you're going through, especially the intense and heavy, challenging energies, the hardships. It feels very choppy this year. I don't know if you're feeling this energy, but it's felt choppy. There's been chunks of energies that are super intense. It's like a roller coaster ride for some of us. Others, we're going through a roller coaster ride of abundance, of love, of growth, right? This world, it's full of light and it's full of darkness. Sometimes we have both experiences in one. Sometimes we have them separately. Right? So we're going through it. And this energy is letting me know that you are breaking free from something that has been holding you down for a very long time. And you're feeling the energy to break free. You're feeling it within you, and it's getting more and more intense. And the thing is that whatever this energy is, it's been there for a while. There's bouts of it that comes in and you feel it and then it goes away and then it comes in even stronger. And finally, it's at this point right now that nothing is going to hold it back and it's going to burst, right? So this is what I'm seeing here. We've got a bull in the back here as well. And you're not here to bull around, right? And what I'm seeing here is the color red. You know how a bull sees the color red and they've kind of got the cloth and it comes charging forward? You are meant to charge forward. It's almost like you're seeing a target, you're seeing like red, right? You're being called, like it's there. And it's not a target, it's light. There's some sort of vision, some sort of a goal, something here that is sparking within you and it's activating you. So what I feel is happening is this reading itself is an activation for you. And you're receiving information that you can carry forward after you finish this reading that is going to actually open you up to a different experience in your world. Now, what I'm getting here is a different understanding. So this is where you're really getting deep and you're connecting to this earthly realm on an energetic level. Some of you are really in this experience where you're very intuitive. You have spiritual gifts. You're able to sense things that most people around you can't. You're able to foretell things. You're a problem solver, a trailblazer perhaps. There's some sort of a gift that you have that you know is a gift. People have told you it's a gift, right? You see things, like it's just wild. And this is intensifying. This is really intensifying for some of you. And others, I feel you are, not even others. If it's intensifying, I feel you're meant to master it. Regardless, you're meant to master it by using it, learning how to work with it, learning how to create balance and harmony with it. For some of us, this energy is going to feel like it's dark, that it doesn't belong to us, right? When we originally, or when we first meet it, interact with it, it might not feel like it's aligned, but it actually is, because it's asking you to work with it in a different way, in a way that you haven't worked with it before. Okay, so this is really interesting. This could be a person that is coming into your life. And I do feel that there's something that you're going to learn from this new energy, whether it's a person or something else. And the way that you are doing things right now, they're going to be done differently here. So I feel you're going to go through an adjustment. This feels like a paradigm shift is what's happening here. What you once thought to be true is actually something different. So there's a realization of something specific in your life around this. It's almost like, the best example I can give of this is someone that finds out that their parents aren't their parents. Or you find out one of your parents isn't your parents, and now there's this, energy, this space, and this, it's like an awakening and all these kinds of emotions, all this kind of experience. I'm getting that experience coming in here, like this awakening, this breakthrough, this, moment of profound something. This high priestess is activating this. It is activating the ripple that is going to bring this experience into your life. And perhaps you're already having this. Right? So it's really interesting because I feel all the energy is at play here, especially with planetary alignments and how these energies are supporting you. We've got Mercury that has moved into the sign of Taurus. So we have a very grounded energy, an energy that is calling us to slow down, to, speak with our body and to feel with our voice. This is what it's asking us to do things a bit differently, shift it a little bit, because the spiritual language in the world is actually changing. Some of us are in tune with the language changing because we're speaking the same language and we're noticing that there's a slight change, a little shift that is happening. Others, it feels like we snapped off of it and we're feeling like we have to, it feels like you're drowning, but you're actually not. It's learning how to work with the wave that's come in. It's different. It's a different rhythm. It's a different flow is what Spirit is saying, but you are going to be in tune with it. If you're not, you can work on tuning yourself back in. Okay, so, and there's something here. Oh my goodness. So you can see that this priestess has a child here. And she's got a book and she's reading something. So I feel something is being activated. There's something special about you. there's a purpose and a reason why you are here. And I feel you know this, and any kind of guidance or answers or clarity, confirmations or signs that you need are being delivered to you as we speak. And I also feel that you're going to see more signs. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is something red. It's like that red cloth. Maybe it's a red car you saw today. Maybe it's something red colored, something that stood out that you noticed. Okay, I feel that red is actually going to be an activation for you. It's almost like you see that red and, you know, not even knowing it, this is something that you're not going to feel right away. You might see it, but you're not going to feel it. And some of you might feel it. But don't be alarmed if you don't feel anything, because energetically something is definitely shifting, and red has something to do with it. This is what they're saying here. And the veil is thinning around something. You're going to see something for what it is. You're going to see the truth behind something. And maybe you already are and you're trying to make sense of it. What is happening here is Spirit is mirroring to you what it is that you need to see, or what it is that you need to hear. It's just like this woman's face. It is black and it's clear. So if you were to come in front of it, it would reflect back to you your own face, right? So I feel that there's something that Spirit is trying to show to you or reveal to you in your reality. It is being reflected back to you. And this reflection might be a shadow aspect. It might be something else that is tied to a belief around some sort of curse, some sort of generational something that has to do with your ancestors, something that has to do with your bloodline, something here, but that's not the case. That's not true. That was cut a long time ago is what Spirit is saying. Generations ago, that was already gone. Someone has been giving you the false story on it, or sharing something false that you believe to be true that you feel has been affecting your life. Okay, so there's something coming to light here. I feel it's something maybe a parent or someone else told you when you were a child and you believed it to be true, or you saw something and interpreted in a way that wasn't actually what was going on. So something like this is coming through here, and it's almost shaped the way that you have lived your life. Maybe it's something that you haven't shared with anyone, right? Maybe you have shared it. Maybe you forgot about it and you're remembering it, but there's definitely something here that I'm picking up on that you're actually meant to work on releasing. Because whatever this is, it's not a wedge between you and your desired experience, or whatever it is that you're wanting to call into your life, where in your area you feel you're blocked because you can't have something or you can't experience it. You feel like there has to be a block. Someone did something. That is not true. It's not there. And the block is only being created because your energy is focusing on the belief around it. So it's something that your own mind is creating, but it isn't real. So once you start to shift your perspective, you're going to see the other side of it. Okay, so this is what Spirit is saying. And this Wheel of Fortune is that turning for you to get on the other side of it. Okay, so there's a gradual or a sudden change happening here with the Wheel of Fortune. Change sometimes is uncomfortable. Some of us don't like change. Change is inevitable. It happens all the time. And the better you get with change, the better you will have more balanced life, I feel like, right? And struggling or trying to resist change, it just makes it worse. This is what I feel like in my own life. I've heard people that resist it and do fight with it that turn out fine as well. So it's just how you choose to experience it. But Spirit is wanting you to create a healthy relationship with change. To work on strengthening your superpowers, on bending and being flexible a little bit, what is that word I'm trying to use here? To shape shift a little bit, right? They're calling you to become a shape shifter. Now, something is happening here. I feel karma is at play here. I also feel destiny and fate are also showing up here within this energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Anything is possible here. So over the next little while here, anything can happen in your life, anything at all. And as you're entering this wheel turning in your life, the energy that you are vibrating at is what this energy is going to wrap itself, like the wheel is going to wrap itself around this and push you out into it. So this is where over the next couple of days after you're watching this reading, no matter when you're stumbling into the space, it could be any time, right? a few now and a few days from now, center and ground yourself, and make a point to remember to center and ground yourself every single day, whether it's first thing in the morning, whether it's a few times a day, or even before you go to bed. What I like to do is I like to just stand and breathe for a second and clear my mind and just empty my mind completely and not think anything at all and just rest and breathe. And I focus on my breath. Sometimes I do this for 2 minutes. Sometimes I do it for 5 minutes. Sometimes I do a guided meditation. You might do something different. This could be exercising. This could be yoga. Whatever it is that's bringing you back into that calm, that quiet, centering yourself. And then as you're moving into this new energy, to experience the energy of love and abundance, you want to charge yourself up with that. But that's up to you to do. Right? Spirit will meet you halfway there, but you have to actually initiate, you have to activate this within yourself, and all the energies that you are experiencing that are around you are actually supporting you in this. Okay, so know that you are under divine protection and you are safe, okay, in your life's experience. Everything that is happening. So with the monkey here blindfolded, maybe you're not understanding or seeing the bigger picture around what's going on. Perhaps you're not spiritually in tune. Perhaps you're someone who's a little bit of a skeptic. This is where you're going to see that something is going to happen, whether it's you seeing something red or you seeing a sign and something shifting. Now, again, we live in a world of light and dark energies. If we're emitting light, we experience light coming back. If we emit dark, we're going to experience dark coming back. This is why Spirit is wanting you to center yourself and make sure you know what kind of energy that you are emitting and vibrating at as you are moving through changes in your life. Right? Changes can create a lot of emotions. It can create a lot of fear, but that's not what we want to base our energy around. Yes, we can experience it. There's nothing wrong with experiencing it. In fact, you are meant to experience the experiences you're having, because this is why we're here in this earthly realm, and emotions play a huge part in the having that experience in this earth, right? So we just don't want those emotions to override our experience. So feel the emotions, surrender yourself to the experience, but don't hold on to the emotions and give them some sort of power in your life, right? So there's something that you're going to learn from this. This is actually a blessing in disguise for you. Spirit is letting you know this is a blessing in disguise. Okay, so what you might be seeing is actually going to be something different. So within the experience you're having, it's intense. It feels like, oh my gosh. But I feel this is that pressure, that breaking point before something breaks free or breaks through. And you're meant to have a breakthrough, breaking free experience. So what I'm getting is a crack, and the crack opening and this light shining through. So yeah, this is what's going on here. Expect the unexpected. There's a season changing in your life. For some of you, this is gradually forming. For others, this is happening suddenly. This could be you all of a sudden tripping and hurting your ankle, and now for a week you have to rest and not move around, so you're being slowed down. In a sense, I feel Spirit is actually slowing you down a little bit as you're moving through your experiences, because in that slowing down energy, you're going to see things that you aren't seeing in that busy energy. The busy energy that you are in. So when you slow down, you start to notice other things around you. So that's the point. So what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card from the Lantern Oracle. This is the card deck that Spirit called me to use in this reading today. So let's see what it is that they want to share more of. All right, so we are getting confusion. So look at that. The energy of confusion. You might be feeling this. The number 36 is on this card, so you may have seen this number somewhere in your life. This is your confirmation today. So the message here is growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Okay, so some of you might be moving through this energy right now of confusion as you are burning away energies and parts of yourself that no longer belong. So let me read you the interpretation here. At some point, we all encounter feeling at a loss as to what to do next. Our mind can become as conflicted as the advice we receive. Our emotions can polarize and overwhelm us to the point of distress, especially when the stakes seem too high to risk making a mistake. Our belief that there is a right choice or answer that will prevent all that we fear from happening can be paralyzing. Fear has the power to stop us in our tracks, especially when what seems logically right is at odds with what feels emotionally safe. For example, one choice might seem to guarantee safety and security but feel uncomfortably compromising. In a state of distress, it is hard to get clear on what our spirit self is guiding us to. We may feel helpless and without any available choice that feels authentic. What is best and truly possible for us is rarely as clear as hindsight reveals it to be. When we need clarity the most, it would be helpful to remember that recognizing that we do not know what to do is a necessary step in the process of realizing what to do. Acknowledging the not knowing is the way to figuring out our authentic move in navigating a way through any bewildering predicament. A solution is not found in making one right decision, but rather the result of many small and consistent choices, actions, thoughts, and behavior changes. This is because significant problems are born of a web of threads that are not quite right for us. It requires us to dismantle, clear, and replace each thread one by one with a new and right one for us. This process is dismantling, clearing, and replacing is what significant and sustainable change and clarity are. We create our solutions cumulatively by simplifying the complexity, removing it, and deliberately choosing something else. Clarity often comes at the cost of making at least one mistake, wrong turns, or failure along the way. The most it takes making many. This is how we typically learn our way forward. Mistakes are preferably to remaining on the ground defeated. Failures are gifts, lanterns, if you will, illuminating our true direction. We need to know better to see and do better. That is why every perceived error is actually part of what is correct, what is a correct step forward in your direction. It shows you the true way. So Spirit is asking you to trust yourself. For any current confusion you are facing, place the hand that you write with on your heart and receive what knowing arises in you to do next. If part of this knowing is to seek the advice, support, or assistance from an appropriate other, then do so. So this is what the crone here in this card would like to say to you today. When we know that we have no idea what we are doing or what direction to take next, we begin to find out. Okay, so this is the message that confusion has to bring. So there's a lamp here, a woman in the water. Some of you might be resonating, or actually, yeah, this is a woman in the water, or it could be a man. But this energy might, the image might be resonating for some of you in some way. So look at that. And what I'm getting here is some of you that might have a view of this. Maybe you're going somewhere or you've gone somewhere where there's an ocean front, a lakefront property. And maybe you saw a thunderstorm there once. I don't know, that's coming through here for you. So let's go ahead and close off now with an angel number. Some of you are already seeing this angel number. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance. And anytime you do see this number, remember the message of this card. So 1331, 1331. Good fortune is coming in for you. So believe that. Okay, so if you're seeing this number, have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future, a piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor, my friends. So we have keywords that might resonate for some of you: advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, so those of you that have made it this far in my video today, thank you so much for your love and support. Your presence here means so much to me. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.